Welcome to the Imperial Grandstand. I'm Alan Imperial,
I'm Carlos Del Rosario.
and this is the fourth part of Mischief at the Festival.
Yes, this is our series, Confessions of a Novice D&D Player. If you're interested, you can watch our other videos, but this is the fourth and final part that we're talking about. Now,
Yeah,
to recap, uh, our
we've been on this module we found on the DM's Guide
yes, on
Guild.
the
Excuse
DM's
me.
Guild. Let me bring it up. So, Mischief at the festival. And we found this at the
Yeah,
DMsGuild.com. It's a wonderful site for a bunch of adventures. And we found this little nice little ditty.
yeah. It's a
Uh,
four-parter.
the
Each part should take about an hour.
hour.
If you're like my party, 2 hours each part because you're gonna get lost.
Yeah, yeah. I like to say it's like yes, I will plan for some well well timed frivolity. Yes. What's so if you're just watching us or listening to us now, basically we're in this city where there is a festival, which is kind of like a comic book convention in a
Yeah.
way. You know,
This is by this guy named
Michael,
Y Michael Zhang.
by Michael Zhang,
Yeah.
and yeah, I
You're
it's
you're you're at a 4 day or a 4 part uh festival or convention. They have concerts, they have food halls. It's wonderful.
yes, the panel where you solve a mystery. That was one of our favorites. And we kind of did this. I wouldn't say out of order because
There's no order,
there is no real order to it. You
but they're
can
numbered one through
there were
four.
1 through 4, and it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. You go to one adventure, then you go to another adventure, and
Yeah.
we didn't do things 1 through 4. We don't do it that way. We
No,
we,
we
we go where we
we were
want.
we were hungry as a real group, so we decided to go to number 2 first, which is the most northern one, and that was the food court where we got to meet a nice proprietor of a inn/food place.
Mhm.
Oh, what was his name?
Uh, uh,
It was the mage inn.
Tunnelly,
Yeah,
yes.
Tunnelly of the
Gilzira Tunnelly,
yeah,
yes.
and we got to meet some lethal pudding.
Yes, some lethal pudding and a sentient giant plant-like creature. Yes, that was very fun. And yes, we've had a bunch of adventures, but this is our last adventure that we're doing for the festival, and this one's a banger, quite literally, because it is the group is going to see the celebrity bardic troupe Rage Against the Modrons.
Yeah, they're gonna be performing a lively concert at the Beacon Inn.
Yes, that's
Uh,
correct.
it's on the map. It's the most south east part, and if it's by the numbers, it's technically the first adventure. But we started at 2 and worked our way counterclockwise.
Yes. So if I recall, you wake up at the spiraling tower because you had just solved a murder mystery there, and they offered you free free lodging.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
And
thankfully, our bar didn't make anybody angry, so woke up to a very peaceful morning.
peaceful morning. You did go into a disguise as the bard.
Yes, I was a pirate.
Yes, he. You. What made you want to dress up like a pirate?
We were by a pier,
By a pier, so it's like
and I wanted to
yeah, and he has
role
a
play as a pirate.
you had a disguise kit, so it's like all
I,
right,
I had one disguise to go, and
yeah,
I was a pirate, and it
yeah,
was great.
yes. So, um, yeah, you ate breakfast at the Mage Pit Inn. You were allowed in at the time. You had some rough times with the proprietor.
Yeah,
And we're not
we
gonna
had a disagreement,
have a
and
disagreement.
basically I have to pay my way through,
Yes,
while the rest of the party eats for
yes,
free.
but the clever bard that you were, you deceived Gilzira Tunnelly, the proprietor of the Mage Pit Inn,
This
with your
time,
with your pirate costume, and you managed to get a free meal.
yeah,
So
because I was with the party.
very good. So you decided to go. Well, not that you decided. This was the only adventure left. I mean,
Yeah.
you decided to go to the beacon, and I'm gonna read this off of the PDF right now. The beacon is the best-known inn in Thentia. A small white globe atop the roof emits continuous light, giving the name its inn. I'm sorry, the inn its name. It is normally a popular place to stay for adventurers and travelers, but now the common room is packed tight with eager festival goers awaiting the night's entertainment. Flyers upon the walls proclaim that the celebrity bardic troupe Rage Against the Modrons will be performing their new song, Mistress of Elventree, here tonight. Excitement is high, and the common room is already filled to the brim with fans.
Did we go here first, or did we go to a shop first?
Oh, you know what? I think you might be confusing this with the other adventure. We failed to mention that in another adventure, I kind of homebrewed another shop, not just a blacksmith shop, just
A shop of
a
dispense.
a dispensary, if you will. And
Yes.
and we gotta try to keep this PG-13, this dialogue. But you could buy pipes and rolling paper,
Tobacco.
tobacco, sativa sweetgrass.
Yeah.
Yes,
Anakin, Maria Janice,
yes. The crystal of methylene.
and underdeep mushrooms.
Yes. So I sure in my universe as the DM, I'm like, you can have recreational drugs. It's
To be
it's
smoked or ingested.
it's legal. It's legal in Thentia. That was my decision.
Hooray.
And I added some cool bonuses to when you did it. So like some things are good, but then you just get bad things happen to you. So and
Yeah.
it like if you were to smoke any illicit
Yeah. You get a
drugs.
+2 to charisma, which is
All right,
awesome,
so yeah, for sativa and sweetgrass, you get a +2 to charisma.
but you get disadvantage on all your rolls.
Yes, which you know what makes sense. That's life, right?
Yes.
And you get a +1 weird thought and food cravings that last an hour.
Yeah, thankfully it lasted just long enough to where when the adventure started, I was uh I was sober and no more bad rolls.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, but on this one, we went straight from the inn to the concert because our buddy didn't want to be late.
Didn't want to be late for the concert, but it's a very popular concert, and
It was standing room only.
it was standing room only. As the adventurers wait in line trying to get into the inn, Arvine Cinderlight, the proprietor of the beacon, intercepts them. She tells the remaining people in line that the beacon is at capacity and can't admit any more customers. All right. And as Averdeen, as Averin, I was role playing as her. Um,
Yeah, so
she
basically this person just waylays us while
yes
we're trying to get into the concert and just is all aghast.
yeah it's like and I'm like, hey you, look, you're adventurers, right?
Yes.
The band was supposed to be here, and they haven't shown up yet. I need to find where they are. I'll let you go to the concert for free.
But what about the party is all coming together and we're like, wait, what if we just perform instead of the Rage of the Madrons?
Yeah, that's what our cleric said, and as Arvine, I was like, no, that's a ridiculous idea. Don't even that shouldn't even enter your head. Just find them. You can get your seats, and everyone will be happy.
And oh, that really grinded somebody's gears later.
Yeah.
But we have to go on an adventure.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't actually go on the adventure, there is no, and then you're just whatever.
We're performing.
Yeah. Uh, all right.
So we try to figure out
Yeah, the
uh
group.
what Avery knows,
Yes.
and we're like, wait, what do we know about this bardic troop?
Yeah, they arrived this afternoon. They arrived on a ship called the Sea Drake by the docks.
And I'm dressed as a
And,
pirate.
and this was a total accident. And it's like, I get to go to the docks as a pirate?
Oh my god! Now, I still had sativa and sweetgrass, but I wasn't gonna make the same mistake as yesterday and get disadvantage rolls. So I was like, oh my god, let's do this.
Yeah. So, just to give you a rundown, of the band, it's a Riardo the Sly. He is a half drow and the lead of singer. He also plays the lute. We got Yodam. She is a kobold who plays the pan flute, and Passion. She is a tiefling who plays the drums. Now, Passion replaced the old drummer, who was a bit of a jerk. So it didn't quite work out. So it's kind of like the Beatles, where it's like there's Ringo replaced the other guy.
And I role played how my bard just doesn't like either of them, and it's just like drummers always getting into drama.
Yeah. So you reach the docks and you talk to the portmaster, and okay, we're gonna role play.
Yar.
Yarr! We just Alan and I, we were just having so much fun, just
I was talking as a pirate.
talking
He
about
wa-
pirates,
he was a longshoreman. It was great.
longshoremen.
The party hated us, but I was waiting for this moment because I'm like, from the first. Now this is like a month for us as a group. This is our fourth session here, and since the first session, I saw there was a pier, and I'm like, oh, I have a disguise kit. I'm dressing up as a pirate no matter what.
Yes.
And I waited until this moment, and I was so happy.
Yeah, and I don't know. I I'm very disappointed in
Yar.
myself because all the people at the docks have the same pirate accents like this. And I couldn't help it. It's like, and I was just making dumb jokes like, everyone thinks a pirate's favorite letter is R, but his true love is the sea.
So dumb. Yar.
And eventually you talk to Captain Harlock, who has the same accent.
Yar.
Yes, yes.
I wish I could pull off like a Johnny Depp accent, but no, I didn't even try.
Yes.
So
Yes.
me hearty.
Ah, my hearties.
We
Yes.
we heard the band roll through these bards against the machine,
Yes.
or
Yes.
rage against the bards.
They were a flighty type. They wanted to go to the concert, but they wanted to get what is the parlance? Effed up.
Oh my gosh.
So that was my signal that it's like, if you got effed up, maybe you went to a bar, maybe
You went to a shop at dispense.
a shop of dispense. And it's like, that's why I introduced the shop of dispense. Now,
Yeah.
this isn't in the actual PDF. This is something I created because it's like, all right, normally you just go around the town and do like intelligence checks or whatever, but what's the fun in that? You need to, follow the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lead.
And we had the Mirage,
Yes. So,
or we had the shop at dispense.
well, you go to the shop of dispense and you talk to the proprietor, Chong, and if you got that, but he's the guy the day before when you went there, that guy's name was Cheech, just to give you some closure on that.
There it is.
where it is. Yes. So you talk to Chong, and
Cheech and Chong.
and
Far out,
he,
man.
he tells you, yeah, those bards, they came in, they were real groovy. They're going to the exclusive club, the Red Mirage, and as a group, you're like, oh, tell us more about this red mirage. I'm like, oh, just walk right in. No, don't let anything stop you. It's an exclusive club.
Yeah, so we go to the Red Mirage, and I decide to do all these checks.
Yeah, it's a boarded up, red place, and it's like there's no, entrance that you
It's
can
just
you can
yeah,
see.
it's just boarded up where the front door should have been.
But our intelligent paladin figured out the wordplay. It's
Yeah,
it's something Chong said where it's like, just walk right in. Don't let anything stop you.
yeah, and thankfully Rojian just walked right in, and
Just walk right in. Like,
being the cowardice bard that I am, it's like I followed right behind him
yeah. Well,
after
he's
somebody
he's
went.
he's your paladin. He's your
He's the tank.
he's your tank. It's like, all right, fine. And yeah, they walk in. It's like a Stargate.
Yep.
Yeah, and they meet up with the proprietor of that place, and it's like, oh yes, they were just here just 10 minutes ago. I think they left through the back door.
Yeah, so we haul butt and we make it through the back, and we hear some arguing coming from down the alley.
Yes, and you see that the three bards are cornered in a dead-end alleyway by a man with wild hair and a drum set strapped against his bare chest. Yodam, the kobold, is trying to squeeze through a crack in the wall, but her instrument bag doesn't quite fit. Passion is out cold with a dagger wound on her arm while Riardo carries her unconscious body. He says in defiance, "This is totally not cool, Thazar. Why you gotta be such a buzzkill?" The drummer replies, "It's your own damn fault for firing me. I have more talent in my fingernails than that tiefling has in her entire body. Once the poison does its job, you'll have no choice but to let me rejoin the troop."
So we hear that, and the party pretty much is like, "Oh crap, the concert!"
Yep, that's right. And yeah, there's a fight ensues. It's over pretty fast. I
Yeah,
mean,
like
they're not
one or
that
two
strong.
rounds.
Yeah, it literally takes them 2 rounds. Let me give you some things here. So, all right, I think yeah. Thazar, the old drummer who was slighted by his uh being cut out of the band, he had two bandits with him, and they're pretty basic. They got an attack.
Yeah, but thankfully, our paladin once again just keeps on bringing the critical hits.
Yeah. Um, Thazar has the power of a bard and has some some powers, but oh, you actually managed to roll first. You got first on initiative, and then you did a thunder wave, right?
Yes.
You got all three of them.
Yeah, the way they were set up on the map, uh, they were bunched up together, and I was last time I did this. This was a bad idea because the pudding almost killed me. But because of the way that everybody was lined up, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go first, so everybody else will have my back. So what Thunder Wave does, it's a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. So that's why I took the risk, is because of the fact that even though I'm right at their face, they're all going to be pushed away 10 feet. Or at least I was hoping.
Yeah.
If there's a success, they take half damage. So it's like,
Either way, they get damage.
yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah, and that's a really good tactic because at the time they were all bunched up together, and you did that, and that was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, they were within like a 15-foot cube. I think they were 2 by 1. So it was really easy for me
Yeah.
to get them. And I got a really good roll. I think I rolled like a 13 or a 12 on damage, and everybody failed.
Well, no, there are a few that succeeded, but yeah, you did a fair amount of damage, and that was a good call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, the group does short work because you weaken them with the Thunder Wave. A rogue, of course, ever sly, ever hiding, is just you know doing critical not critical hits.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attacks. Yeah, with her extra damage and our paladin, of course, just uses so much unnecessary force and like just starts beheading the bandits and I'm like and then I had to remind you, look, you could do that. That's fine, but you could technically just knock them out. That's also cool.
That's never an option. I mean, it's an option, but not with our murdering bandits.
Yeah, and yeah, our cleric was there swinging away. That's like I think he would have used a spell, but it's like yeah, you could tell that they're already on their last legs there. This group of rapscallions.
Yeah. So even though it's a lot of HP, we rough them up.
Yeah, less than 2 rounds, so nothing to worry about there. Uh, so
So once we defeated them, the uh, the town guard or the festival guard kind of hears what's going on.
yes, and it's like they arrest, and I like this continuity because the guard mentions, wait a second, are you the same people that with that guy in two like 2 days ago?
And our our paladin is really embarrassed by that because it's like, oh nope, we weren't the one that chopped that guy in half.
I totally should have made him roll a deception check. I wasn't gonna do anything, but I would have been like, if he had failed that deception check, I would have just been just shaking my head at him. uh, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah,
should have
but
been a deception check.
yeah, it doesn't break the game. It would have added texture, but you know what? Just the fact that there's continuity in this city, that your choices do matter.
Uh, we thought that was hilarious because when Rojian chopped that goblin in half the first time, we were all like, "Oh!" because it was a critical hit and it was a clean cleave, and we were we had a few going into that battle. So to hear it come back was a great moment for all of us because a great high became a great low because we didn't know if they were going to arrest Rojian.
Yeah. So to continue, uh, yeah, Passion, the drummer, is suffering comatose. She needs to be brought to medical attention.
Yeah. Now we have like healing stuff, but nobody has like cure wound
Yeah, it
or
wouldn't.
like or the poisons one.
Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered because it says here if any of the adventurers heal uh, the bards are even more grateful, but they still want to go to the temple to recover from their emotional distress. So you could heal their physical wounds, but
Their heart
their hearts, yes. But now it's your duty to go back to Arvine Cinderlight at the beacon and break the bad news.
that the bards refused to play,
Yes.
and our cleric was so annoyed and so mad. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. So they
This is
refused to
this
help.
is what I this is what we wanted to do a half hour ago.
Yeah. So Arvine says, "Okay, you have to put on a show," and he's like, "You guys," and it's like, yeah. Our cleric was like, "That's what I said earlier in the day, and you didn't listen."
We didn't have to go running around. But
Well, you did save those people. I mean,
yeah,
yeah. I mean,
I did tell him to chill out. I did get to dress up as a pirate. So it worked out for me. It worked out for Frederick.
have any Koji on Dragonborn Paladin. His intimidation intimidate the crowd with his.
Yep, and that passed.
I think you all. And
Yeah, I don't know what
a rogue has acrobat.
yeah,
So
that's what Mia Win
she was
did.
just dancing around, flipping.
Yeah, I did performance, and I had a +7 on
Yeah, you
performance.
are. You're.
Yeah.
I.
Did he use uh telekinesis? No, I forget what he did.
They all
He,
passed. All passed. Get money. Happy, and that's normally I wouldn't. I added. I added some. And see about the players. Players aren't
yeah, you're along for the ride instead of driving.
right. Scary. Have this cutscene. Lonely planet finally has friends to talk to. And we cut to family of ex-slaves down for free, sailing away from. Then Professor Pyrax cell, thankfully, wondering what he had done.
Mm, that murderer.
And so,
And you have us rocking out, performing on stage, and yeah, and it makes sense because this is the end of this arc.
yes,
Yeah.
this was the start of
The
their
adventure.
and then fade to black, or and that's everyone.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I think it took us about 9 hours to go through all four parts, and a lot of it was us just talking to Dapper, who also became magically visible from his hiding place and a time traveler. Yeah. So
Sometimes they touch.
so yeah, uh, really great adventure, super inexpensive, and the thing that I think is great for newer players is that you have a clear beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah, exactly. It's uh really fun, and it's very easy to read. The directions are uh are very simple for the follow through, and I would highly recommend this.
Yeah, there's great opportunity for roleplay. You have your quintessential battles in D&D and your craziness of fantasy settings.
Yes.
100% recommend this for anybody who's looking for uh, modules.
Oh yeah, especially for newer players. If they want like a stock Dungeons and Dragons type of adventure for their first time, where they're going to a dungeon, slaying goblins, it's like probably not for them. Probably not what they had in mind. But you
If
know,
if you're looking just for a good 4 to 8 hour adventure in D&D with no preconceptions, this is a great place to start because there's a lot of places that just don't have combat.
yeah, yeah. There, if you're a combat fiend, like this is not for you.
Yeah, 100%. This is more along the role play, and the camaraderie of the group and the world building. So if that's what you're looking for in D&D, oh, this is right up your alley. If you are looking just to roll some dice in combat or in sneak or whatever, maybe not for you.
Yeah, yeah, and it's the DM's responsibility to know what their group wants and to meet them part way. And I know that you specifically wanted to go to a party, and I was like, I'll do you one better.
We're going to a convention.
We're going to a convention.
Yeah. And now I think on our next adventure, we're gonna try to slay a dragon.
Yep. Yeah. It's pretty normal in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. It's in the title.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for watching. I
I
hope
hope
we
we
didn't
didn't
waste
waste
your
your
time.
time.